Our groups, what's up? I know none of you can actually answer that question as I am not talking to you live, so that was a waste of time and I should not have asked that. I apologize. Anyway, I want to let you know March 3rd, we're going to have a communion service. And we love communion so much at Revo that we dedicate the entire hour to unpacking communion, reflecting on communion, and celebrating what Jesus has done on the cross. We want to make sure that we never engage in a communion service flippantly or casually or without fully explaining what it is we're doing. We don't ever want somebody to walk into a communion service and say, why are we eating bread and drinking tiny cups of juice? So we dedicate the entire service to explaining why we're doing that and why that's a celebration mixed with some reflection. Like, we know that can be a weird thing if people are unfamiliar with what communion is, so we want to make sure that we explain it every time in full, complete detail, not only for new people that might be in the fold who are wondering what's going on, but also for our own souls to revel in what Jesus has done for us. As Paul says often in his writings, in his epistles, it's no trouble for us to remind the church of what Jesus has done on the cross, because it's that gospel that saved us, it's that gospel that's continuing to perfect us, it's that gospel that continues to hold us together and push us forward. So we're going to always take that opportunity to remind ourselves of the gospel, to revel in what Jesus has done for us on the cross as he bought our freedom. So that never gets old for us, so we're looking forward to communion on March 3rd. Now, what that means for you guys in your R groups is you will not have your regular blog content with the questions and whatnot. Instead, we want you to do what I call getting crunk. We want you to have a party. I use that terminology because it's February, and I'll let you figure out why that is relevant to using terminology such as crunk. So anyway, we just want you to have a party that week, cook some food, invite some people who are maybe not typically associated with your R group, friends, co-workers, neighbors, whatever you want to do. Just capitalize on that time and use that party / getting crunk time well. Fellowshipping with some dudes. That would be the more Christian way of saying get crunk, to fellowship with, share a meal, you know. So anyway, that'll be the week of March 3rd, so go ahead and do what you need to do to plan that. Maybe after group tonight you want to go ahead and assign who's bringing what, where are we doing it, what time are we meeting, whole deal. So make sure you go ahead and plan that so you don't find yourself trying to scramble it and get it all together next week or the week after, excuse me. So anyway, last Sunday's sermon, we had a tough saying from Jesus that the first will be last, and the greatest will actually achieve their greatness by putting themselves underneath other people. Super, super weird thing to say. That's countercultural, that's counterintuitive, that seems counterproductive. Pastor Nathan did a great job really kind of unpacking for us what did that mean, but I want us to just answer a couple more questions to help us get down through the layers of what is Jesus really getting at. How does service glorify God? Why is this something that we need to do? What's the practical importance of a saying like the first will be last and the greatest are actually going to be the ones that serve the most? So why don't you guys start out by having two people read the texts. We were in Mark 9 and we were in Mark chapter 10. You'll find the scripture references at the top of the blog page. So have two people read those, and that way everybody will be kind of on the same page as you begin to walk through the questions to get this practical understanding of Jesus' tough saying for us this week. So you guys enjoy it.